So today is the 9-month mark post my hair transplant, so really happy, super excited. There has been a bit of a mishap in this journey, as you've probably seen from the title and the thumbnail. We will get to that, but first of all, as you can see, I've got braids in my hair. I did do them about 3 weeks ago. I'm gonna try and keep them in for 1 more week, so 4 weeks in total, and then I'll review whether I'll continue doing them again or whether I'll give my hair a break or whatever. But yeah, braids are still here, still very happy with them, which is good. I also saw on Heather's Instagram that they posted a picture of me on their profile, as you can see. So yeah, they shared my before picture, and when I see these pictures, my hair looks an absolute mess. Honestly, my hair looks so picky and patchy. I don't know why it looks so bad. You may have seen it already, but I'll put the pictures up on the screen for you. But yeah, my hair looks awful. But just seeing these pictures, it just makes me think like how far I've actually come. My hair has come a long way, and I know I've been like complaining for part of this journey. I think I was complaining about my donor area, the fact that they took 4,000 grafts, etc. But yeah, when I look at my befores and afters, yeah, I've come a long way. They put that these are my 9 months results, but they aren't, because today is my 9-month mark, and I sent them these pictures in, was it October? So my hair has come a long way. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm just so grateful that I've had this hair transplant, honestly. In terms of how things have been going in general, I've been doing everything the same. Everything I've mentioned in my previous videos, I'm still doing. It just so happens that this has occurred. So I don't know what's I don't know what's caused it. When I first noticed the bald spot, I did like jump on and film a video for you. So let me actually share with you the footage from that, and then we can come back and discuss. So okay, so hey everyone, it is Monday the 18th of December. Yeah, not that I have bad news to share this morning, but I wanted to just share with you something that I've noticed on my hair, on my head. Yesterday night it was, so I was looking in the mirror and I noticed a bald spot in my edges. So I'm trying not to be worried at the moment, because I know you're probably thinking it's because you've done braids, but as I said, it's on my edges. If I just lift my hair up, you can see it, it's there. So I haven't actually braided this area at all, so I don't believe I've inflicted this upon myself. But let me share with you what the bald spot looks like, and then what may have caused it, according to my suspicions. So if I just move my hair out of the way, you can see it there. Yeah, it's pretty, I feel like it's pretty large actually. Can you see? It's pretty large in my view. And when I noticed it yesterday, and actually since when I did my braid, I've been checking my edges, even though I didn't braid them or twist them anyway. I've just been checking them to see if I can see any white bulbs in the area, so that if I am pulling the hairs out, I notice it quickly and can take the braids out. But yeah, as you can see, I haven't really touched this area too much. I've got a few grey hairs, but yeah, I'm just not too sure what is causing it. So I'll just share like the rest of my edges. I feel like the scalp definitely looks a bit dry to me in general. So I guess it's on me to start keeping this area moisturized, because honestly I always forget to moisturize this like whole recipient area. I never moisturize it basically. My plan was to be moisturizing it with aloe vera gel, but I don't remember the last time I did that. So maybe it's been caused by dry scalp. I'm just showing you the other parts of it. I think this side looks a bit sparse as well. It is a bit flaky because my hair, it's like been a week since I washed it, so my scalp isn't exactly clean, but I'm just showing you what it looks like. I'm a bit concerned about the bald spot, and I just need to try and, I guess, baby this area before it gets any worse. Again, I don't believe my braids have caused it because it's here and my braids start there, so I haven't even touched this area, but who knows. So yeah, I guess just going over like what may have caused this, like what I'm thinking it may have been. I was wearing my headband. I'll just get it for you. This is my headband. So I was wearing this for a couple of, maybe like 10-12 hours in total over the course of 2 days. And this was really tight. You can see that I actually put my own elastic to like just make it a bit looser on my head. But yeah, this was very tight on the first couple of days that I wore it, like really tight. So I don't know if that, you know, just cut off the circulation, the blood circulation to my recipient area and has caused a bit of hair loss. I'm not too sure. After the second day, I did add this elastic to it, and it no longer is tight on my head. So this is really good. And even when I wear this, I don't wear it all day. On most days I try to wear it for maybe like 5 hours in total, and that's it. So yeah, I'm not sure if it was this. It could have been this. I'm not going to rule it out. I'm thinking as well, as I mentioned, maybe just not moisturizing the skin, the scalp area of my recipient area for so many months. Maybe that has caused the thinning, the bald spot, and also I guess maybe this side looking a bit sparse as well. I did start massaging my scalp as well. So maybe about 2 weeks ago, I started like massaging my scalp like this. I wasn't like really heavy handed on my recipient area, and I didn't do those in isolation either. It was more like this on my head, but maybe that was just a bit too much. Maybe it was a bit too intense for my recipient area, and that's caused a bit of thinning. I'm not too sure. Again, it's quite weird that like I have been inspecting my recipient area like throughout this whole process, and I've never noticed like any short hairs coming out or like seeing the bulb on any of these hairs at all. So I haven't noticed any hair coming out until I've literally just seen the bald spot yesterday night. So that's interesting. But yeah, in terms of what else may have caused the bald spot, I'm not too sure. My suspicions are maybe it's a combination of everything, like the introduction of massaging my head maybe was a bit, you know, a bit of a shock to the system, who knows. Also wearing this headband, which was originally tight, you know, over the course of 2 days, maybe like 12 hours in total or so, maybe that was a bit much. Not keeping the scalp moisturized as well, that I guess is not a good idea. I know our scalp produces its own sebum, so you shouldn't really need to oil your scalp, but I guess maybe because this area is still quite new and delicate, maybe I should have been keeping up with my aloe vera gel, or like a natural light oil like a jojoba oil or olive oil, or you know, one that actually absorbs into the scalp. So yeah, I don't know what exactly has caused it, but I definitely will be working on trying to bring the hair back. So wish me luck. I did finally moisturize it today with some aloe vera gel. I also used a bit of my DIY oil. So this is wild growth oil, and it's got some, don't know if you can see it, but it's got some herbs in it as well. So I put a few cloves in there, a few nettle pieces in there, a bit of rosemary as well. I think a bit of lemon balm I put in there as well. So just a few herbs just to try and make this more potent. So I didn't overdo it. As you can see, my scalp actually still looks a bit dry, but I just put a tiny bit along, like mixed with some aloe vera gel, just to try and bring some moisture to the scalp. But yeah, who knows what has caused this. This journey is about sharing both the ups and the downs with you. Yeah, just seeing how things go. I don't think anywhere else has been impacted by bald spots. Hopefully it's just my recipient area, so that everything is confined and I'm able just to focus on one area. So hopefully the rest of my scalp looks okay. It could also be stress as well, actually. I have been going through quite a few health stuff lately, being in and out of hospital, etc., various appointments and tests. So there's a lot of uncertainty about like stuff going on with my health at the moment. So maybe like the stress is starting to show up in my hair. I'm not too sure. I'll just show you the rest of my head in case we can spot any other bald spots. Hopefully not though. So yeah, it may be stress or it may be a combination of many things. I'm not too sure, but I definitely want to try and nip it in the bud now and just like get my scalp, my hair back to where it should be. I don't even think it's my satin bonnet either, because I don't put it on my edges or anywhere like near it. I put my satin bonnet like here, so I don't think it's that. I'm actually going to measure it because I guess with these things we need to be able to tell if the bald spot is growing larger or if it's remaining the same or getting better. So I'm just going to try and measure it with my ruler. It kind of goes back as far as there, so from the start to where it kind of ends is about 3.5 centimeters. And then in terms of width, that's about 2.5 centimeters. If I was to put my fingernail there as well, it kind of is like maybe the length of my fingernail. And when I press my finger on it, it definitely feels like there's not much hair there at all. Let me try and look at this side as well, because it did look a bit sparse when I briefly separated it for you. So let me just try and measure that as well. And I know that I said that I wasn't really allowing this to make me feel too down earlier. Actually, like the more I speak about it, the more I do feel a bit down about it. But I'm not overly worried, I'm just a bit concerned. But at least I caught it now, right? So I can try and see what's going on. So this bit does look a bit sparse as well. This bit has always looked a bit, not sparse, but it's not like, you know, how your hair would look if your hair was naturally full. I did notice after the transplant that it wasn't like completely dense. So I'm not saying that I've got a bald spot here. I'm just trying to monitor it and just make sure, like see how this looks over time. So let me try and measure it again just to see, or measure it for the first time to see. Maybe I won't really measure this side actually, because it's not too bad. I think there's still like really light hairs that I can see there. So there's probably nothing to measure. It's more probably just like making a note of how it looks now so that I can keep an eye on it. So I guess like due to the texture of my hair, it is a bit difficult to actually spot when you may be losing hairs, because the hair is so thick, it like covers the area really well. If my hair was straighter, maybe I would have noticed this a bit more, but I think the rest of my hair, this is how it looked after the transplant. It's not going to look like completely like 100% dense like your scalp would look prior, like if you didn't even have a transplant, if you had no hair loss whatsoever. So I'm not worried about any of these bits, even though they don't look like 100% okay. I think they're fine. It's just more where it looks like there's not much hair at all that I'm worried. What I'm trying to say is that when you have a hair transplant, you shouldn't expect your recipient area to look as tightly packed and as tightly densed as the rest of your hair looks like around your head, because this is like a man-made recipient area. It's a man-made part of your scalp. It's not like how your scalp is naturally. So I think it's reasonable for us to expect there to be a slight difference in terms of the density of our recipient area compared to the density of our hair around the rest of our head. Like when I move my hair and inspect it like really closely like this, you can see that, you know, it's not as tightly dense as maybe the hair in my crown area would be, or maybe around the rest of my head where they didn't take any grafts. At least in my experience, you can see a difference between the density here and the density elsewhere on your scalp, but it's just part and parcel of the hair transplant process really, isn't it? And it's better to have some hair here than no hair at all. I much prefer my hair being like this as opposed to how it used to look like before, prior to the transplant. So this is not moaning in any way about it. I'm just letting you know like what to expect really. This is a man-made procedure. It's going to look evident like something's happened when you look at it really, really closely. I hope that makes sense in terms of what I mean. It's a bit hard to explain. But yeah, so in terms of what my recipient area looks like today, so nearly 2 weeks after I filmed the footage where I'm wearing the white jumper, I washed this section. So I washed my recipient area this morning. I think this left side is looking okay overall, in my opinion. And then let's look at this right side, which is where the bald spot is. It still feels very bald and scalpy, but I think it looks better than last time. I think it looks better. I think it's actually filling in from what I can see. It probably is still the same size, but I think it looks slightly better than the last time in my eyes, but maybe it doesn't to you. Let me know. So obviously it's just been a few days, like 12 days, so not much progress would be visible. It's too soon to say, but it hasn't widened, which is good. I think I just need to continue babying this area and applying my oils, keeping the scalp hydrated, etc. But yeah, overall, I'm not letting this bald spot worry me. It's just a matter of giving it time, right? Still enjoying these braids as well. I think they are looking a bit tired now, but I'm trying to do this low manipulation thing, so I don't really want to be washing my hair and combing it more than once a month at the moment, so that's why I'm trying to stretch this hairstyle. That's my 9-month update. Let me know if you've got any questions. about anything, don't forget to use my affiliate link if you want to reach out to Heather about getting a transplant. Save yourself some money there and use that link to contact them. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Like this video if you want me to continue doing these monthly updates all the way up to my 1 year mark. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care.